What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I've been covering this story about Julian Wood, the young boy, young toddler, 3 years old, out of North Olmstead, Ohio, who was stabbed to death, by this woman right here. Her name is Bianca Ellis. She's 32 years old. Both her and her mother, Julian Wood and his mother received stab wounds. She survived. Unfortunately, little Julian did not. Now, I've done a couple videos on this, and new video information has came out, footage. I want you guys to take a look at this. And I don't even know what to make of this, man. But I mean, I'll just let you know. But I'm going to show you something else too when we come back, and I'll talk about it. Just take a look at this, y'all.
Tonight we have some new disturbing video. Just want to give you that heads up to share with you that sheds light on the moments before an attack that killed a 3-year-old boy and injured his mom earlier this week in North Olmstead. It shows the suspect, Bianca Ellis, at the police station before the incident, and then you see her there walking around with a knife inside Giant Eagle.
Lena Lai has the latest, and as Christy just referenced, we want to warn you that this video might be upsetting for some to watch.
New video shedding light on the 30 minutes before a deadly stabbing in North Olmstead Monday. The video showing Bianca Ellis walking into the police station there around 2:30 that afternoon. She's pushing her own wheelchair with a suitcase. Police say she was there in connection with her arrest the week before.
You got anything on you at all?
Ellis had a warrant for her arrest tied to a previous theft conviction. Police arrested her and then let her go. 4 days later, Ellis is seen going to the Volunteers of America thrift store, where police say she stole 2 knives, then briefly stopped in bins and things before walking into Giant Eagle. At 2:58, she walks past the service desk with the knife waving by her side, and no one appears to see it. Then we see her walking near the cash registers. Again, no one appears to see or react to the knife. She then passes Margot Wood and her 3-year-old son, Julian. Ellis immediately turns around and starts to follow them. Cameras show just before 3 p.m., Ellis walked into the lobby and follows behind the mother and son as they exit the store. Cameras then show her following them through the parking lot and to their car.
Somewhere near their vehicle, Miss Ellis then attacked the 2 of them.
Ellis is set to be arraigned this Monday morning. Police say the attack was a random act of violence, and the big question tonight still is why. Christy, the motive is not clear.
It is frightening. Lena, I do want to get to something else because I understand funeral arrangements for Julian have been announced.
Yes, they have. Let's get to that right now. Calling hours for Julian will take place Friday from 2 p.m. to 8 at Repepi Funeral Home in Parma. There will be a massive Christian burial that will then be held Saturday morning at 11 at St. Charles Borromeo Church in Parma, with the interment at the Sunset Memorial Park. There is also a GoFundMe set up for the Wood family, which has raised close to $200,000 tonight. We have a link to that right now on WKYC.com. Meanwhile, the organizers of the GoFundMe say you can support the family in a different way by forming a memory line along the route from the church to Sunset Memorial Park on Saturday from 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also have those details on WKYC.com. And Christy, they're also asking people to flood the streets along the route with the color green, as well as dinosaurs. Those were his favorites.
Oh, certainly hope that gives them some sort of peace, that so many people are thinking about them. Lena, thank you so much.
Guys, that's the additional footage of this lady, Bianca Ellis, 32, and what happened to Julian Wood and his mother. Now, after looking at that surveillance, man, the one that stuck out in my mind was the one where they passed. Now, before I even get into that, she walked out with the knife. We seen that. That answered one question. She didn't pay for the knife. I don't know why people make a big thing about that, but she didn't pay for the knife. Another thing is this. She's walking through the store, and the media's like, oh, she's walking. Why didn't anybody say anything? She's in a store where they have knives. If you go in there and buy a knife, if you have one knife, you will hold it by the handle, or, you know what I'm saying? It's one knife. You don't have a card. How you going to hold the knife? I mean, I'm not saying you hold it like this. He's holding it like this. Ain't nobody paying attention. When people are shopping, they're not looking at each other. That's one thing. That was kind of stupid when they said it, but then, that's just how I think about it. But anyway, listen. I thought she said something to her because she leaned in. You know, people lean in when they was passing each other as if they spoke. But looking at the body language of the mom, I could tell they wasn't speaking. They didn't say anything to each other. She just looked at her crazy, you know what I'm saying? And just turned around and followed her like a zombie. Right out the store. Don't know what made her do this. Some people are saying hate crime and all this. If you want to stay up in that cloud, by all means, you have a right to think what you think. But me personally, I think the intended target was the child. And this is why. Number one, the child was stabbed in the face and in the back, where the mother was stabbed once. She was pushing the cart. The baby was in front. The mom was the shield. You see what I'm saying? Stabbed the mom in the shoulder. Stabbed the mom in the shoulder. You get stabbed in the shoulder, naturally you do what? Oh, you turn around. And I think when she stabbed her, she went around and stabbed that baby 2 times. Baby died, she didn't. Why the baby get hit twice? He wasn't a threat, he was in the cart. If you wanted that woman, she would have finished that woman off. So she stabbed her and just walked away like nothing with a big walrus-built ass. Is something wrong with her? Yeah, and we'll never know. People like this never talk. They never do. And the way the justice system protects them, you don't have to say anything because you're gonna get smoked anyway, and they're showing it. Did you see what they're doing? They're having people stand on the side of the road out of respect and show support as a community. There's gonna be thousands of people out there. They telling people. How many times you see that? Everybody come out. Show support, bring dinosaurs and whatever else. That's his favorite thing. They rallying. They rallying around each other. And they should. A child dying in today's society like this should be a big deal, no matter what color he is. So us black folks, we need to take notes. That GoFundMe went up to 173,000 plus. If I went and checked it now, in days. In days. In days. I had to argue about somebody that suffered a fate. They didn't die, but they suffered a fate. In my opinion, just as bad as that, but they still living. Tamara Johnson. And I went off on here, and the DRC family responded, pushed the GoFundMe right up, spreading the word. And I applaud you guys for that. We got a damn good thing over here. My heart goes out to the mom, and I keep thinking about that. You was in a traumatic battle for your life, and you lived and your kid didn't. Regardless of if you were scared or not, and the things went the way they went, I don't see her getting past this anytime soon, knowing that you were there. And what mother in their right mind don't protect the child? That lady must have hit her really hard. You know what I'm saying? For her to just, because they said it happened in seconds. That's another reason why I think that kid was the target. Because the lady got hit once. Kid got hit twice while he was stationary in the thing. I think he was mission accomplished, and then she walked up. That's why she didn't finish the mom off. And that's just me. Something's wrong with her. We'll never find out what it was. I don't think it was a hate crime. I just think she just, in her loopiness, just picked them and boom. You never know what goes on in people's head when the hamster wheel is full of cobwebs. Either way, man, this is messed up, man. They're going to show crazy support. They had the funeral information. A lot of people going to be there. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have this other job, I get to the point when I get this channel where it's really going, I'll be attending events like that. I'll be up on the plane and flying. I'll be taking you guys with me. That's the plan for this channel. We're going to ride for victims on here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I want you always to think You may have it bad, but there's always somebody out there that got it a little bit worse than you and would gladly take your place with your problems with theirs. This is another example of it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.